The title says it all. The sip that stops remyelination. Most people don't want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Caffeine might be the silent reason MS repair feels impossible.
And Steve, this isn't just a hunch. The science around caffeine is clear, blocking adenosine, shrinking blood flow, and cutting into deep and REM sleep. These are the very conditions remyelination depends on. Without them, the repair machinery simply can't function.
Let me back up and tell you my story. In early 2025, I cut caffeine out completely. I finally gave up that last cup of morning coffee. At the same time I did that, I stacked niacin into my recovery routine. And that's when my walking improved, my balance sharpened, and for what seemed like the first time in decades, I felt real repair happening.
Think of it like a tug of war inside your brain. Niacin dilates blood vessels, increasing oxygen and nutrient delivery. It creates an environment where oligodendrocytes, the cells that build new myelin, have everything they need. Caffeine does the opposite. It constricts vessels, lowers cerebral blood flow, and reduces oxygen availability. In an MS brain where repair is already hard, that's like slamming the brakes.
But it goes deeper than circulation. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors. Adenosine isn't just about making you feel tired. It's one of the body's main repair signals. It tells neurons to calm down, tells the brain to shift gears, and creates the conditions for plasticity. If adenosine can't signal, those green lights for repair wind down and never turn on.
Exactly. Oligodendrocyte precursor cells, OPCs, need adenosine tone to differentiate into mature oligodendrocytes. Those are the cells that actually wrap axons in new myelin. Caffeine interrupts this process by locking out adenosine, like a padlock on the repair door. Day after day, cup after cup, the message to repair is blocked.
And then there's sleep. This one hit me hard. Caffeine doesn't just keep you awake, it slices into your architecture of your sleep. Deep sleep is when the lymphatic system clears waste from the brain. Myelin debris, inflammation byproducts, and toxins. REM sleep is when the nervous system rewires, laying down new circuits and strengthening weak ones. You can think of it as deep sleep clears, REM rewires. Cut those short, and you're starving your repair window.
Studies confirm this. Even one afternoon coffee can shift REM into the early morning hours, shorten total REM time, and reduce slow-wave deep sleep. For someone with multiple sclerosis, losing those hours is losing repair potential. You might not feel it day to day, but across months and years, it compounds into frozen recovery.
And here is what I noticed after I quit. My Fitbit sleep scores jumped from the mid-70s up to the 90s. My spasticity calmed. My legs, especially in my right side, responded not to niacin in a way they had never done before. I wasn't just sleeping better, I was repairing better.
That's not coincidence. It's physiology. Remove the caffeine blockade and suddenly niacin's vasodilation, potassium's neuron stability, and your strength training all had the chance to work synergistically. It's like you finally melted the ice holding you back.
Some people argue, but I only drink one small cup of coffee in the morning. and maybe you can get away with it. But here's my stance. MS isn't a normal brain. If you're chasing repair, you can't afford any friction. One small daily block might still be enough to keep you under the repair threshold.
And here's another piece: genetics. Some people metabolize caffeine quickly, others slowly. Slow metabolizers keep caffeine in their system long past bedtime. That means disrupted sleep every single night. And since MS is already linked to poor sleep quality, caffeine only amplifies the problem.
So what do you do if you're still hooked on coffee, tea, or energy drinks? Do what I did. You taper. Slowly. Take out 25% of your caffeine every 3 days. Replace the habit with herbal tea, decaf, or good old plain water. Expect withdrawal headaches the first week. I promise they'll come. Expect some brain fog, but by week 3, you'll notice your sleep deepening. And by week 6, you may feel your body repairing in ways you never thought possible.
Here's what to track if you want to prove it to yourself. Sleep stages, deep and REM, using a Fitbit or similar. Balance and gait, film short weekly clips, even 10-second walks. Spasticity, write down flare intensity daily. Heat tolerance, track how long you last before symptoms flare. These are the windows where improvements show up first.
The difference was night and day. I was stuck for years, and I didn't even realize caffeine might be the blocker. When I cut it, suddenly my niacin stack felt like rocket fuel. Suddenly my training sessions translated into real-world improvements. That was the wake-up call. Caffeine wasn't harmless. It was stopping my repair.
And that's the paradox. Caffeine makes you feel awake and alert. But under the surface, it keeps your brain from doing the very thing you need most: healing. It's like keeping your brain in an ice block and wondering why it can't move.
Some people watching this are already skeptical. That's fine. But if you've tried everything, diet, exercise, supplements, even the occasional medicine, and you still feel stuck, caffeine might still be the missing piece. The sip that stops remyelination.
And remember, we're not demonizing caffeine for everyone. For healthy people, moderate coffee may even have benefits. But MS is different. It's a disease of repair. And if your brain can't remyelinate, progression continues. That's why for MS, caffeine isn't just a drink, it's a decision.
So here's my challenge for you. 6 weeks, 0 caffeine. Pair it with niacin, potassium, strength training, and morning sunlight. Track your results. Share them in the comments. I promise, if enough of us try this, we have the strongest evidence possible, not just in research papers, but in living recovery.
The invisible freeze might be sitting in your mug. The only way to know is to put it down.
For me, the moment was clear. The sip that stops remyelination had to go. And when I finally did that, my brain finally woke up to a new level of recovery.
If you're ready to take control of your repair, it might be time for you too.
make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to go deeper, join my Patreon. Live chats every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We talk about everything. So, link is in the description. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.